Are you talking about the participatory design group, the third part of the talk, like incentivizing them to design for other communities, or are you asking about?
That was kind of unclear to me. Like, are your kids going to be from these communities that they're going to be serving, or?
That's a great question. I think so. I'll try to interpret it. Let me make sure if I get it. How do I incentivize designing for communities, or help motivating people to design, I guess is a good question. With Kids Team at Maryland, we've seen kids come to our program they start at 7 and age out at 12, and they've done the whole 7 to 12. So mom and dad bring their kids to us like twice a week, every day, like every Tuesdays and Thursdays. And so part of the incentive is the fact that adults listen. Like, that's kind of, I think, for a lot of kids, really important. We're starting to do a study. I know that Maryland is doing this study now on 10 to 15 years of children, right? Like, what has happened to these kids. One of them is here at University of Washington. She was a Kids Team member at Maryland, and she became a CS major through a lot of thinking about design aspects. So I think part of it, number one, is the motivation is that they're going to listen. They're actually seriously taking to listen to me. I think part of it as well, that's the hard part, the tricky part, is designing for other communities that you might not know about. That is the hard part in getting it. So it's one aspect to sort of see, but so working with these community centers, I'm trying to actually get kids from those communities as well to help with the design, particularly with the brokering issues, right? What is it about a Latino family that has to broker, or East African Community Center, or the Chinese Immigration Center? The tricky part is, how does the middle react to the groups there? And that's the question I actually don't know the answer to. I think a lot of it is that I'm hoping that it's going to be part one, where it's the